Good morning, everyone. Well, Grand Rising, good afternoon. I'm back with another video and another lecture slash message. Again, I hope everyone is having a great day so far. I hope everyone has had a great rising as well so far today on this lovely, peaceful Thursday. Um, yesterday, I was, you know, I told my creator, Abba, well, first and foremost, I would like to give thanks as I always do every single day. I would like to give thanks Toda to Abba. Blessed be your name. Also, as well, I give thanks to you, my creator, my father, you know what I mean. So grateful for my Abba, always and forever. And even, through, when death happens, after that as well, still knowing that, you know, I will still be his creation and his daughter within Zion. And I could be grateful about that. So, Toda, I give thanks to Elohim, blessed. And I was, telling Abba yesterday that we, because I like to include, Yahuwah in everything. All my lectures and messages, I include them, and I include him in all of them, because if it was not for him and him, being on my side and him creating, such thing for me, with me, you know what I mean, it would not be. And so I'm seeing the number four. I'm seeing the number four. I will say that again. So if it was not for him, you know what I mean, it would not be. So I have him in, every message and within every lecture. So I give thanks, for that also as well. And so I was basically telling him that, Abba, that we will be speaking about Egypt. And the reason why I would like to speak about Egypt, and it's funny how, because when I brought that up, because after, watching, a beautiful performance with, some of the, the talented, Rastafari artists, out there. And, they was performing, beautifully. I loved it, you know what I mean? I listened to roots reggae, Rastafari music now. I'm just into it. It's like everywhere. I love it. And so, I was watching the performance, the beautiful performances, with the different, Jamaican Rastafari artists. I give thanks for them for bringing the beautiful music as well. And, I was thinking that we need to come out of Egypt. And I know that a lot of us, we hold to Egypt, yes, because it's, in Africa and, and everything like that. But for, as the children of the Most High, Yahuwah Elohim, my creator, our creator, yes, Tov. The Most High brought us out of Egypt, you know what I mean? Because when we was there, physically, you know what I mean, our ancestors and our forefathers was there. Some of them was there. Well, yes, some of them was there. Some of our forefathers were there, and our ancestors was there. You know what I mean? And it wasn't good. You know what I mean? And spiritually, nothing has changed pertaining to Egypt. Okay. And so the Most High brought us out of Egypt. We should not go back to Egypt. And it's very important also as well because Abba, Yahuwah, does not like Egypt at all. At all. He does not like Egypt at all. And when we came out of Egypt, you know what I mean? It is to stay that way, you know what I mean? It's to stay on E, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? E for Egypt, also E for empty. And so Egypt, was not good because they worshipped other gods, you know what I mean? The pharaohs and a lot of the queens, their queens wasn't good. You know what I mean? They were evil. They even blamed, one of the queens even blamed Moses for doing something that he did not do, and he got in trouble for it from one of the pharaohs, which was her husband. And it was said that she blamed him for making a move on her, similar to like white, some of the Edomite women that did that to, like Emmett Till, for perfect example. So the same thing happened to Moses, except that, thank God, they didn't kill him. You know what I mean? And so it was there was witchcraft, other gods, and the underworld, which is hell, and likened to be with Satan, and just a whole bunch of abominations. Idolatry was really big. Witchcraft was really big. The underworld was really, really big. And so also as well, I'm seeing diseases too. Diseases also as well. So, unclean, them being unclean, it was not good. Also, slavery, just, bad things. Slavery, disgusting behaviors, you know what I mean? Them killing babies and stuff like that. And so just because it's Africa, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that, once was good. Now, however, granted, all of that is gone because of the Creator, because of my Creator, because of Abba. And we want to keep it that way. I feel and believe that we would like to keep it that way. So we need to get out of Egypt. If you are a child of the Most High, if you are a daughter of the Most High, if you are a son of the Most High, it would be good for you to get out of Egypt. Now, granted, some of us Hebrew Israelites, didn't let that go, they still wanted to have, after, Abba, Elohim, Yahuwah brought us out of Egypt. We still wanted to hold on to the gods and the idol, the fake gods, I would say, the idols and stuff like that. That was not really good. And that was like, of the dark realm of hell. And so, the father, Abba, killed them because he brought us out of Egypt and they still wanted to hold on to, I don't know if you guys know that story, but he killed them because he didn't, so he didn't like it. And for the simple fact that he brought us out of it, and then you still, want to hold on to all the horrible, horrific, disgusting things, and then on top of that, you want to hold on to that. It's just like backstabbing, and so it's really not good. So you want to let go of Egypt, and what I was saying, was that you want to hold on to Abba, to the emperor, Haile Selassie, Ethiopia, if you will, and Abba Yahuwah Elohim. You know what I mean? And so and then you want to leave Egypt where it is. And you can also see that Egypt has not changed through other people. They're not Egyptian, you know what I mean? Or, and plus, once wasn't gods, you know what I mean? Or, anyway, maybe like kings and pharaohs, yes, but it wasn't gods or anything anyway. So it's all an illusion. But you can see that, it has not changed. Nothing has not changed about Egypt. You know what I mean? Spiritually. So you want to, we want to let it go. You know what I mean? And we want to bypass it. We want to leave it behind. We want to ignore it. And we want to move forward. And, that's what I wanted to speak about, and that's what I wanted to say, give the message about, us, Israelites, us, the children of Israel, the children of the Most High, not going back to Egypt and staying away from Egypt, you know what I mean, mentally and spiritually. And that was about it. That's all I wanted to speak about on today. And Bubby would like to say something. Would you like to say something, Bubby? Say happy Kid Day. Bubby doesn't want to speak. Okay, well, that was all. Like I said, that was all I wanted to speak about. So please leave Egypt. Come out of Egypt, leave it in the past, and stay moving forward, and don't look back. You know what I mean? Because you're already moved forward, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And so we don't have to look back at Egypt. So we want to make that work. Staying out of Egypt and leaving Egypt where it is at, and continue moving forward with the Most High. Elohim Yahuwah, my Creator and my Father, Abba. Toda, Toda. Bless you. Give thanks.